I'm gonna get closer. Don, my photographer. Don, just let me know if I get too far away and you're not able to hear me. I don't want to, get too close here for people who are, dealing with a bad situation. Julie, I know you have a question for me. If you want to hold on just a second, I'm going to talk to see if some of these people are okay. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
No offense.
No.
I don't even want you to come over here.
And that's okay. I totally understand. I totally understand. Just wanted to see how everybody was doing.
We're cold.
Cold, yeah.
Tell them up there
It's not you.
She's crying icicle.
Do you know if they're just letting one in, one out? Is that how this is
I'm
going?
not sure. They just opened up the line.
Okay. The sheriff's deputy that came by, what did he say to? He was.
He said they were opening more lines to try to get it.
Oh, got it. Okay. I can't even imagine what you're feeling right now.
It's a lot. You can't feel nothing right now. Actually, my toes, my hands.
So you can't bring your cell phone inside.
Or a bag
or anything. So you don't know. So you just left your phones in the cars?
I don't drive. That's what we had to do. We have to leave our phones. I don't drive. I don't have a car.
And so you've only been told that your student is here?
Yeah. I don't know if my daughter is even in there. Well, I know. Yeah, mine's is here. I'm able to text.
What do you have a son or a daughter?
I have 2 sons in the school.
2 sons. How are they feeling? How are you feeling?
I'm from New York. I don't know. I just keep saying that, but this is. I just don't like how they're handling it now. It's not nothing that's uncommon.
The way they're
from where
handling
mine
this is insane.
Yeah.
It's stupid. We're freezing. I thought I was doing a car pickup thing or going
Right.
outside and standing out here.
I see a lot of people are holding sheets. Did they give you something or do you have to show proof?
I don't know who our kid is.
Oh, it's a reunification information. So just to prove who you are and that you're a
I
parent.
guess to match it up, the kids been picked up probably.
Got it. Okay. What was your first thought when you heard what happened here today?
I was scared because I didn't know what was going on. I was finding out everything on Facebook. The school didn't really communicate hardly anything with us. Social media was really.
As you know, there was a student arrested last month here at North Forsyth for having a gun. There was a student arrested back in August at the beginning of the school year. What is that like as a parent?
It's scary.
It's
It
frustrating
really is.
because the school board, they could do a lot more than what they're doing.
Jeez.
Especially for parents who don't have babysitters or things like that.
I missed a job interview today.
You missed the job interview today.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd rather be here though.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll understand.
Do the kids, what do they say about this? How do the kids react to this?
I know my daughter just starts telling me if there was a shooter, she's going to jump out the window.
So your daughter,
Be calm.
can you believe that they have to have these kinds of conversations?
And thoughts, like what would I do? Yeah, it's sad.
I mean, it's, and do you have a son, daughter?
I have a daughter.
What did she say about today?
She's scared.
She's scared?
She don't even want to come to school, and that's sad.
Yeah, my son was in the bathroom when it happened. He seen it.
He saw it? What did he say about it?
He would just want to know what he needed to do at that moment. That's all. He was calling me on FaceTime. I actually seen it myself too.
Really?
Yeah.
And as a parent, what goes through your head?
I don't know. I'm just so glad. This is my son last year. He in the 12th grade, so he on his way up out of here. So
Yeah.
hopefully things get better when he get to college. So yeah, he's been at North Forsyth for the past 4 years. So whatever's been going on, he done experienced it. So
And to think that, this is the 3rd time that they have had some sort of violent incident at North Forsyth this year.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe they need to put metal detectors like they talking about.
And from what I understand, they do have metal detectors here, right? Or do they not?
Not every day.
Because we knew that all the middle and the high schools were getting metal detectors in Forsyth County, but
What I understand is not every day.
they don't do them every day.
And to be honest, when you go out and play, you take out your pockets. When you come to games, you have to wear a clear bag. So why shouldn't it be the same when you go to school? The kids should have clear book bags. They should have to put everything in a bucket, get everything passed through a metal detector. It should be safer than this,
Do you have a son, daughter who goes?
Both. I have a a freshman and a sophomore.
And what did they say about
They're
today?
very scared. My daughter's in math class with him, so she knows him. It's sad.
I'll be thinking
Yeah.
about you. Gosh, so many people have similar stories. You you heard them. They were talking about how the kids don't feel safe. They don't feel safe being in school here. A lot of them, the people who I was speaking with, just mentioning about how it's not the school's fault. It's the school district's fault. Whose fault it is, it's rather unclear, I imagine. But keep in mind, there is a new superintendent here. It's his 9th day on the job, Dr. Phipps, and to have to deal with this is unimaginable for a superintendent, knowing that clearly there is some issue here. There is something going wrong. And, like I mentioned before, we've had several instances at this school this year. There was a student arrested 1 month ago tomorrow for bringing a gun to school. There was a student arrested back in August for bringing a gun to school. This, of course, was a deadly stabbing, and it has rocked this community. And what do? How do you fix this? I mean, look at this line. There are hundreds of people, I'm going to step out of the way, there are hundreds of people in this line who are waiting to find their kids, to put their eyes on their kids, to put their arms around them, because they know the type of day that they've had. One woman I spoke with up there, she was saying how her son FaceTimed her. He was in that area. He FaceTimed her as it was happening, and she saw this chaotic scene unfold. So, obviously the child is the main concern for these families, but now this mother has this traumatic, image in her mind of what her child saw. Most of these families that go through situations like this can only hear from their students what they saw, but this mother witnessed it for herself, knowing that her child was also witnessing it. It's a very sobering reminder, again, of how many people have been impacted by this. This line, can't even imagine standing in this line, how agonizing it is. That one woman, again, said that they weren't allowed to bring their phones inside. Another woman said, how do you get something like this into school? When you go to an airport, you have to empty all your pockets to get through security. Why don't they do it at a school? Well, obviously, part of the issue is that in a school where there are thousands of kids, how do you do that efficiently? And then when school districts are dealing with financial issues, you can't just buy 100 metal detectors and line every door with it. We understand that there are issues that are occurring here, but there's got to be some solutions. I know, Julie, you mentioned that you had a question. Is there something I can answer for you?
Chad, just listening to you, talking to the people in line, it is heart-wrenching understanding the distraught that they must be feeling. And one of the parents saying that their child saying that they're so scared that they don't even want to go to school. So, hearing directly from them, it is so impactful, but, like you said, it's very sobering. And it's also just, it's sickening that they have to be going through this. They have to be waiting in line to have to be put in this situation.
Right.
Go ahead, Chad.
And Julie, think back to your childhood. You, me, all of the others who are watching who are adults now, there were days that you didn't want to go to school because you just didn't want to go to school. You didn't want to go take that test. You didn't want to see, a certain teacher that you didn't like, or you didn't want to see your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend. This is a completely different reason why kids don't want to go to school. I mean, because they're afraid of getting shot. They're afraid of their friend being stabbed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and along with that, Chad, you talk to those parents who they know that their child really is okay because they know that there were only those two students involved and it wasn't their student, and yet they are waiting in line and they are anxious to see their child.
Right, yeah, I mean, imagine going through this as a parent, right? You know that your kid, as you mentioned, you know that your child is safe. You know that your child was not harmed. You know that your child wasn't responsible for this. But think about, you know, just the adolescent brain and how you comprehend something like this. And we've seen it so many different places. You know, obviously schools are not immune to this. We have seen it exhaustively at so many different schools and churches and malls and anywhere else. And so, I mean, you know, years ago when parents would say, you know, I'm scared of sending my child to school because I don't know what could happen to them. I mean, it's so much worse now. It is so much worse because it keeps happening. You know, sometimes you know, I've talked to kids in the past who say, yeah, I made it through high school and I didn't have to go through a school shooting. I mean, what a badge of badge of honor to wear that you didn't have to go through a school shooting when you were in high school. I mean, you know, we've heard from kids who were involved in school shootings in college and also in high school. They went through it both. I mean, how do you recover from that? How do you process what happens when something like that happens? I'm gonna go up there and see if I can talk to any other of the parents. Now keep in mind, they don't have their cell phones on them. They've been told to leave everything in the car. They were given sheets, but no pens, to fill out information saying who their child is. So they can confirm that it's their child and they have a child who goes to school there. Yes?
Chad, as you head that way, I have a question for you. The distance between North Forsyth and the Joel is only about 4 miles. We've seen several school buses leave the school heading that way. I know there are people lined up. We're looking at those live pictures right now. Have you seen any of the school buses, or is that around the corner and not at your vantage point?
I have not seen a single school bus, so it's certainly possible they're taking the students inside from a different entrance, but I have not seen a single school bus since we have been out here. So we'll see what happens.
And it looks like that line just keeps
obviously,
getting
Don, my
longer.
photographer, is getting a little closer now. Yeah, it just keeps getting longer. A lot of parents keep forming in or coming into line here. Don, I am gonna, if you wouldn't mind, I'm just gonna have you stay back a little bit so we don't alarm the parents too much while we're out here talking to them. Imagine the kind of day that they've had just dealing with something like this, a day that they won't forget. Hi everybody, how you doing? Just wanted to see how you guys are feeling. Don't worry, I won't talk to anybody who doesn't want to be talked to. I just want to see how you guys are feeling. How you doing? Yeah. Do you have a son or a daughter who goes here?
I do. I got a daughter.
A daughter? Have you talked to her?
I have.
How is she doing?
She's good. A little shaken up, but she's good.
A little shaken, yeah. How are you feeling?
All right. I'm good. Glad we got things in place, you know.
Yeah. What's it like standing in this line?
I mean, I'm not nervous anymore because I spoke to my daughter, but I mean, it's nerve-wracking for anybody. Nobody wants to be in this situation.
Yeah. What does your daughter even say about this? I mean, how do you as a mom talk to her about something like this that happened?
I mean, we haven't even had that conversation yet, but it's just something that we're gonna have to do when we get home. You know, sit down one-on-one, tell her things to do if she ever get in a situation like this. But it's heartbreaking for everybody.
And how do you even, as a mom, go about having that kind of conversation?
I don't know. It's gonna be my first time, so I don't know. It's gonna be scary, but just gotta sit down and tell her. Just talk to her about it, her feelings and everything, you know.
There's been, as you know, a couple of gun incidents on campus this year. You know, as a parent of someone who you know goes to this school, I imagine that's tough to hear.
Yeah, definitely think about other school options, but yeah, it's definitely not good to hear.
I know.
I got 2 daughters that's supposed to go to high school next year to North, but I don't think they're going to go there.
You don't think?
Yeah, probably find a different school district to go to.
Do you know? Has your daughter said much about metal detectors? Do they use them often here, or no?
They used to, but then It stopped. But they used to have a metal detectors every morning. I don't know what happened, what caused it to stop, but yeah, it stopped.
I'm sorry to hear that you're going through this.
Budgets or whatever the case is, but they need to put it back into their budget so stuff like this won't happen again, because it's scary.
You know, the superintendent, he's on his 9th day here, you know, taking over a school district that, you know, has had some financial troubles.
Yeah.
You have any advice for him?
Put the money in the schools, like pay the teachers, put the metal detectors, we need police. I mean, you gotta do something to save the youth. Got to. Kids dying out here. It sucks.
Did your daughter see or hear any of this happen today?
Yeah, I mean, it was close where her class is at. I mean, yeah, she's seeing what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I'll be thinking of you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, well, you know, just talking to the people, the parents here, it's been a tough day. I'm gonna send it back to you guys in the studio and we'll catch up with you in a little bit.